Yeah, go for it. Yeah, so kind of where we are. Quick recap is that you guys you were captured, right? The party, Weasel and the gang, they was captured by Northern barbarians. Taken, they were en route, to Waterdeep to be sold as slaves. The ship crashes on an island. Then that was the last three adventures. Was you guys out on the island and trying to figure out how to get off of that island safely, right? And so now you managed to get a boat. You've escaped the island. The island was the Isle of Viladel, is just what I've been calling it, because that was the name of the pirate king who lived there. The grouping of islands that you guys were in is known as Pandira, which is that group of small islands. So if you look on the map of Moonshae in the far north, there's Pandira up there. And the Isle of Viladel was just one of the islands within the grouping of Pandira. And so then you started heading south from the Isle of Viladel, and then you were given this choice, like where to go, right? And where you guys decided to go was to head to the Isle of Dennick, where Uric, the half-elven magic user, is aware that his uncle Arkin lives there, and so makes perfect sense, right? You guys are literally starving, as your characters have not eaten in probably 2.5, maybe even 3 days. It takes about 12 hours to sail to Dennick, right? So thankfully you're not at sea for several days, but 12 hours is definitely not a short trip, especially when you're all starving after trekking across the island, after battling orcs, after battling goblins, after battling crazy Keystake, right? And then hauling a boat out of a tomb into the ocean, and then sailing it to another island. So you guys are exhausted when you finally get and reach a small port town on the Isle of Dennick. And so that's what we have here on the screen. There is really not much to this town. Okay, it's small. It's your typical coastal town. There's, you're not going to find the kind of stuff here that you would find in like Waterdeep or something like that. So you guys have been kind of outside of the campaign. You guys have been making a list of things that you want to get and equipment and things, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually put them down because I thought we were just doing that.
Yeah, and that is totally fine. So you guys just let me know. Basically, you're not.
Stuck with very basic stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
I basically the starting gear I would have had, like rope and clothes and that kind of stuff, all added up.
Okay, yep. And then, of course, Melisana's got her hand out because she's like, I helped you guys out. I'd like to go buy myself a nice dress.
Should we give her money?
Well, yeah, she helped out. I'll give her. I still have shit tons of gold. I'll give her like 100 gold. She can outfit whatever.
Okay. She says thank you. Gives you a wink.
I'll give her 100 gold too.
She's like, oh, you were all too kind. Shall we meet at the inn later?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm sure this town's got to have an inn, and I'm starving. I don't know about you guys, but I'd like to get some decent clothes, and ideally we should find an inn and see if I can get a bath. And with that, she marches off.
That actually sounds real good.
I can help her with the bath.
And of course, the barbarian, the Northman, is there as well with you guys. He's tying down the boat, right? And you guys are heading down the dock. And then a man comes walking down the dock as you guys are, tying the boat down, and it's like, "Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me."
Why, hello.
Do you plan on leaving this boat here?
That was the intent.
That is going to cost you 2 silver a day, boat dock tax.
May I ask who you are, kind sir?
I'm the tax collector. And then he adjusts his glasses on his nose, and he has his hand out. How many days do you plan to stay here on Dennick?
What do we think? A week?
A week?
I hand him a gold piece and I say, I'm not sure exactly how long we'll stay. It'll be at least a few days. This should cover any fee.
Says, "Thank you," and he takes out a piece of paper and writes down, a boat dock number, a brief description of your boat, writes down 1 gold, good for 5 days, and hands it back to you.
Cool. What do we
Thank
name
you.
our boat again?
HMS Grog. I asked the gentle sir if there's a inn or somewhere of lodging we can go cruise.
Yes. There's one inn in town. It's not hard to find. It is the Hammerhead Inn.
Thank you.
I ask him, is there any boat repair or boat taken care of guy around?
Have you damaged your boat?
No, we were thinking of naming our boat here, and I'd like to hire someone to decorate it.
Well, you might talk to one of the sailors, but unless you've got a hole in your boat or something, if you're just trying to make your boat fancy, I don't know what kind of fancy lads you guys are, but
very fancy.
Perhaps you should really talk to the sailors, if you know what I mean. And with that, he
My
marches
tights are
off.
very tight.
We just had a friend that meant a lot to us, and we're going to honor him.
He walks off.
I didn't get a chance to ask anything. What the hell?
All right, well,
So-
I'm going to go look for this inn.
Yeah, so you guys are exhausted. I mean, you were exhausted. You sailed throughout the night, arrived here in the morning. It's about 6 a.m. Some of you, got some sleep on the boat. Maybe you guys did shifts or something like that, so
Well,
people
makes
could
sense.
rest.
Hans and me both fish, so.
What's that?
Hans and me both fish, but I guess we didn't.
You didn't have any fishing gear, so
I napped.
yeah. But you are all exhausted. You are all starving, and you need gear. I mean, God, you're wearing rags. You're freezing still.
That's
So-
I have blue garb.
What's that?
I have blue garb I took from that guy we killed. The undead thing.
You're just living in undead clothing.
Yeah. He smells
I
of
want
blood
to
and
find
flesh.
the inn, lodge a room for a few nights, get some food, nap, and then start collecting gear.
Yeah,
Basically.
I think
So,
that's
all
our
right.
plan is
Yeah.
get a home base going at this inn.
I want a bath.
Yeah, absolutely. So you managed to very easily find the Hammerhead Inn.
Is this a town that I'm familiar with? Did I grow up at, or did my uncle?
No, you have never been to this island before. So you have had correspondence with your uncle Arkin. You've had correspondence with him while you were in school, but it was few and far between. So if you have ever met him, it was never as an adult. You don't know what he looks like. You don't know anything other than his name and where he's from, and with and then a handful of correspondences while you were in studying school down in Flamstead, the island. Like, it doesn't get any further south in Moonshay than Flamstead. You went to school completely on the opposite side of Moonshay. So
Really?
this area is an area that you've only been in maybe 1 or 2 years, this part of Moonshay, and before you were jumped by those crazy Northmen that enslaved you.
Is the Northman, is Scory, is he in danger of being, or in danger of people hating him here?
In danger of people aiding him?
Hating.
Oh, hating.
Do they hate Northmen here?
Well, that's certainly a concern, of there's certainly some internal Northman politics at play that Scory, has not shared with anyone. So, I mean, he's definitely looking around and stuff as he's walking with you guys. I need food.
We are far north, though, so we're more in Northman territory.
Maybe there's a Northman. Maybe, I need food, yeah. Maybe like Sven. Yeah. There we go. I need food. Starving. Me Scory starving.
Let's go eat, man.
Yeah, let's go eat. There we go.
Oh my god.
All right, so you find the Hammerhead Inn. It's pretty easy to find. It's got a picture of a hammer hanging from the sign. And you head on inside. There's about half a dozen people in there. A couple of people sitting at the bar. There's some tables in there. There's the innkeeper. There's some people eating food. It smells really, really good. That food smells good, yeah. Mm-hmm. And Scory ducks his head as he walks in. All right, so what do you guys want to do?
So is it like a waitress that's going to tables, or does it look like people have to go up to the bar to get food? I don't know what they're looking at inside here.
Yeah, right now it does not look like there's any waitresses walking around.
Is there an innkeeper?
There is, behind the bar.
Let's go talk to him.
All right.
Ask if he has rooms available.
Yeah, I've got rooms. 1 silver a night per bed.
Well, I would like to. Well, how many nights do you think we're going to be here? Let's stay 5 nights.
Well, there's 5 of us, so 1 gold would be what, 4 nights?
Yeah, 1 gold is what, 10 silver. So right.
2 nights. 2 nights. 1 gold is 2 nights.
Actually, I can look it up right here.
I thought it was
monetary. 20 silver is 1 gold. Sorry, I thought it was 10.
Yeah. So it'd be 4 nights.
20 gold is, or 20 silver is worth 1 gold.
Yeah, well, let's stay 4 nights. So I hand him a gold. Give me a good room and a meal.
He hands you guys keys, and he says, "What would you like? We got all kinds. We got soup. We got stew. We got fish. We got cheese. We got yeah. I would like the fish and some cheese. Yes.
Fish and cheese sounds great.
I'll do a stew.
No, it's kind of
just give us all 1 of each, and like a pitcher of mead. We'll take a table.
Yeah, mead is good. It's my favorite.
And I give him a gold.
Says, thank you. He bites it, thank you, travelers. We'll pick a table and we'll get this right out to you here in a little bit. Here's your pitcher. He pours from a keg hanging on the wall. And, here's your pitcher of mead and some mugs. He gives you some wooden mugs.
Well, let's eat our fill if we're starving.
Yeah, I go grab a table and sit and drink.
All right. Doesn't taste too bad.
While walking back to the table, if any of the locals are like glancing at us, I flash like quick thieves' cant sign, just Just see if there's any response.
You can't really tell if no one's responded overtly with any sort of counter signal, if that's what you mean.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So hang on 1 second. I just need to jump over to the other room here real quick. I'm back. So after a few moments, the innkeeper brings out your food, puts it on the table. Squire, you're so hungry. Eat like horse or cow. As he grabs fish immediately and starts chowing down.
Yeah, I do the same. Just get my fill.
Okay. There's some, there is fish, there's cheese, there's the mead. He also brought out some venison that is, hang on here. He also brought out some venison jerky. And yeah, so you got a fairly decent spread. He was obviously impressed with your gold.
Right on.
As
Yeah.
long as the patrons are also.
Do you have this jerky available for the to buy for in bulk?
Yeah, absolutely. As much jerky as you guys want. I got a lot in back.
Awesome. Well, yeah, we'll probably have to pick up some travel rations here eventually.
Well, there's definitely a few places around to get equipment. Got a little equipment shop down around the corner. We got our own blacksmith here in town, which is great. He's down by the edge of town. You can see him if any of you need any blades. We also have a Boyer Fletcher here in town, and
Is there a place of worship?
oh, you're one of those. Well, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We do. We're goddess-abiding citizens here on the Isle of Dennick, and so yeah, we got one of those in town too. It's not hard to spot. We're not a big town.
Do you have anyone curio seller of rare and unique items?
Curio? Is that like equipment?
Yeah, equipment, sure.
Yeah. There's equipment places around.
Ask him about your uncle if he knows where he's at.
Oh yeah.
Knows of him.
What should I say that his name out loud though, or well, we're actually in town.
Not scream it, but yeah, ask him.
Yeah, I quietly ask him so that not anyone else can hear me. I ask him, "Do you know of Arkin?"
Yeah, I'll tell you what. That was a crazy story, man. Yeah, crazy stuff. These are crazy times, you know what I'm saying? Yep. And then he walks back over to the bar.
That's it.
Great.
That's it.
That's good they're a goddess town.
I guess he doesn't want to talk about Arkin. Roll failed.
No, he was talking. He was talking with you.
But he didn't talk about Arkin at all? He just laughed?
He did. He laughed with you. You said, do you know, did you hear about, or did you know about the Arkin? And he was like, oh man, that's something else. Yeah, crazy stuff.
Is there anyone else in the bar?
Yeah, there's about a half dozen people in there. They're drinking or eating, talking, right? It's pretty early in the morning, so some of these guys are, eating, some of them are sailors, they're trying to get some food before heading out to go fishing, things like that.
Oh, I could tell that they're fishermen.
From the smell.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they smell like fish.
Well, like us.
Yeah, they smell like us, basically. Well, I go chat some up about fishermen. Like, what's the best? What do you catch around here?
And they give you some stories about give these crazy fish tales of you know, these
After
amazing fishing days of catching things like you know, incredible amounts of tuna and things like that, swordfish.
Any legendary fish around the area that have been yet to be caught?
The people you're talking with are pretty skeptical about all of that. Like, we don't believe in that kind of nonsense.
And while talking to them, I slip in, "Hey, do you happen to know where Arkin lives?"
And they turn and look at you, and they're like, "Arkin, are you get what? What are you? You writing a book or something? Like, what? Why do you want to know?"
Where Arkin lives?
There's a message to deliver.
Yeah, we have an urgent message to deliver.
They laugh. Sure. Yeah, right. Wait, you look. You can't loot his place if that's what you're looking for. You nut job. He was a wizard, man.
We have a message from a relative down south. Passed away.
What? Look, you guys don't know.
No, we just got here. Know what?
He's not here anymore.
Where'd he go?
What happened?
Oh, you guys, you really don't know, do you? Well, look.
No, we're from the south.
All right. Well, look. We always kind of like thought he was a little, you know, cuckoo. You know what I'm saying?
That's because he is.
And
One of
then
them are guys that don't like magic users around here.
about a 10-day ago, some men showed up and hauled that guy off. They said he was crackers, man. He's like total wacko. Like, I don't even think he was a real wizard. What do you think, Bill? Oh, no way, man. I saw him a couple times. That guy was nuts.
Yeah, wizards are always faking it.
Well, I don't trust him. Not me. You know, I trust my blade. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. So we still have this message to deliver. Do you know where they took him?
I got no idea, man.
Do you know who the men were? Were they the authorities or some pirate gang? Or
you know, I don't know. All I know is some men. They look pretty official, and you know, when they first showed up, we didn't, you know, think all that much about it. But then, but yeah, though they look pretty official. They look pretty fancy, like they're from the city. You know, those city folk.
So is there a magistrate that we might know around the area?
There's no magistrate. What? No, there's nothing like that here.
Or mayor?
any mayor?
Oh, the mayor. Well, why didn't you just say mayor? Yeah, there's a mayor. I mean, you might want to talk to him, but I mean, he's the mayor. I mean, I don't know how much he's going to want to talk to you about crazy Arkin. The guy was nuts, man. And apparently we're pretty lucky they showed up when they did. So that's that.
Where was his house in the area?
Well, his house is on the it's outside of town. I mean, you can't miss it. It's one of the biggest houses here. It's always the crazy ones, you know. They're always the one that make all the money. It's just the way it is. Crazy people.
Yeah, I hear you.
All us hard-working folks. We're lucky if we got 2 copper to rub together. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, manga, man.
He says, "Well, me and Bill, we got to get going. What was your name again?"
Rufus.
Rufus, well, good luck getting that message delivered because, man, he is long gone. And with that, they get up and they
$5 and
head
tell
out.
them the goddess blesses thee.
What's that?
I give them each 5 gold and tell them the goddess blesses thee.
You can get us murdered here.
Why you? What's this for, man?
Just for helping us out.
Uh-huh.
I say make Dennick
Well,
great
thank
again.
you. And then him and Bill kind of eye one another, and they take off.
We are thankful for your assistance.
Oh, anytime. We are here for you. Anytime. And they leave.
Well, let's get some rest tonight and then go shopping tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I should get rest. My tummy hurt. Oh,
Yeah, the way you got
Scotty made me eat too much fish. Oh.
Did you swallow the bones again?
Oh. Scotty not feel well.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So Scotty's not feeling so hot. He's looking kind of greenish in the face. Scotty need drink maybe more mead. Yeah, drink more mead. And he grabs his jug and fills it and chugs it. It's drooling. It's just falling all over his face and belches really, really loud.
I think we need to get the barbarian to us, bro.
And
Yeah.
Scotty. Stomach not so good,
Yeah, maybe you should go to the outhouse.
Yeah, maybe me go outside, gets fresh air. He kind of stumbles outside. You can hear him just vomiting out on the street.
That's not good.
Stupid fish, yeah.
What were we eating? Lutefisk? Let's get him to bed. Scory, I think it's a good time. I try to help him get to his room.
All right, big guy.
Scory, so appreciative, yeah. Yeah, Scory have bestest friends, yeah. Thank you. And so you try to carry the barbarian up to a room, toss him onto the bed, kick him a bucket as he deals with whatever stomach illness he just got from eating perhaps some undercooked fish.
Oh,
I don't know. Make sure he's not laying on his back.
we don't need him to John Bonham on us.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go to bed myself and get ready.
Yeah, I'm going to take a nap, and it's just morning, so I'm just going to take a nap and then go gather my gear up, get some armor, get my
That
sword.
sounds like a good plan.
Okay. So after you guys take a nap for a few hours, 2 or 3 hours, you come back, and Melisana has also returned. And she comes out of her room and she's wringing water out of her hair. You can see in the background that she's had a tub brought up to her room, and she's got a new dress on, and she's got a nice new belt and some boots and her dagger tied to the belt, and now she looks like a completely different person now that she's not wearing rags.
Said, Melisana, you look good, girl.
I will cut out your tongue and kill you with it.
That's right, girl. Keep it real.
And with that, she heads downstairs.
My 14 charisma is not doing nothing for her.
What's that?
My 14 charisma and half elf good looks. Nothing.
It's so bizarre. It's just not working on Melisana.
I already told you, Keith, my charisma's 15 and she doesn't go for half-breeds.
Are you half? What do you have?
I'm half human with my human.
There you go. We got a human thief. We've got the half-elven, magic user, and then we've got the human cleric, and then we've got the human barbarian who currently is ill from food poisoning.
Oh, awesome. Well, we should leave him to rest today.
Yes, I recommend that. Absolutely.
I'm gonna start hitting up the shops to pick up find stuff on my shopping list.
Okay. Yeah, you can easily
on the
find
way,
your
I
stuff.
keep an eye out for the mayor, or I ask the shopkeep about the mayor.
Yeah, he points to the city hall is kind of down that way, and kind of chuckles about the whole concept of the city hall. And but he gives you a general idea of where it's at. Again, the town is really small, so pretty much you're going to find whatever you need. Melisana grabs her backpack, and you're like, hey, where'd you get the backpack? So she finds, she grabs her backpack already full of gear and is following after you guys.
I asked Melisandre.
I want to have her take the lead and say, show us where the shops are. Make this quick.
Sure. So she takes you to the shops, and you can find pretty much anything that was on your list, with the exception of, the armor or the blacksmith, doesn't make anything beyond chainmail. So if anybody was looking for any armor, looking to purchase any armor.
Yeah, just leather, which is pretty basic.
Yeah, you can find that. You can find leather armor. You can find studded leather if you want. You can find all armor up to chainmail.
While going through the shops, was there anything that kind of caught our eye that kind of stood out as not of the norm?
Potions or scrolls or anything?
No, but it's, if anything really stands out, it's the fact that it's such a poor town, right? It's just, it's a small, poor town.
Fishing tackle.
What's that?
What is that?
Sorry, that's me. All right, there you go.
It's basically just a subsistence little hamlet on the middle of nowhere. So, yeah,
I'm trying
basic.
I'm trying to find the temple.
Yeah.
The place.
Oh, you find it, and it is a shack, right? It's it's a shack, and there's a little well in the ground.
Did you say well?
Yep, there's a well. No more of those antics. Yes, there's a well, and there's spaces around it, but it's right. It's on the ground. There's not even like a wooden floor. It's just dirt, with a shack, basically, or maybe more of like a lean-to or something. But it's there.
I asked Melisandre, hey, were you able to keep your spell book in this whole craziness that we just went through? I'm severely lacking.
Did you see me walking around with a spell book while we traversed that entire island?
No, I was just wondering.
Perhaps maybe when I was shackled in the boat on that bench called a bed that had maybe 8 to 10 inches of room, maybe there you might have spotted me reading a book.
Well, you did have some spells memorized. I was just wondering. Baby.
And then she marches off.
Damn. Strike it out.
This is so funny.
I got a Mass Effect dial. I gotta get my path to it.
Is there like a priest that's tending to that shack that's the goddess hut?
I'd still ask him about Archon Hans, definitely.
Yeah, there's a, but you recognize right away that he's much less. Gosh, that is so loud. He's much less a a priest as he's much less a priest, more of like a druid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And
That does
very,
make sense.
very elderly guy. Very elderly guy.
You want to talk to him?
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going to go up and tell them I'd like to give my tithes for the goddess to help out this place of worship.
And he welcomes you. He welcomes you to do so.
And I basically give them 50 gold.
You guys are out of gold.
No, I was just thinking the same thing. And you're getting right out of gold.
I'm a priest.
Yeah.
I don't hold on to it.
Yeah, but distribute it more than one spot. I mean, this poor man's going to get killed now.
Yeah, that's why I'm worried about us getting murdered as you guys flashing gold all over.
Yeah, he's like, he says, no, the goddess would want you to have that. I have no need for. I'm rich already, rich with the land and the soil and the trees and the sky and the rain and the trees and the rain
Is there anything I can
and the
assist
rain. There's so much rain. I'm a wealthy man.
Make it rain.
Well, is there anything I can assist you with here?
Oh, please use the space. It's here for you. It's here for you. To spend time contemplating the goddess.
Do you know where the mayor is at currently?
What's that?
Do you know where the mayor is at currently?
I
You're the
don't
They're
make a point of following politics.
Let's see. What was your
Arkin.
Arkin? Were you familiar with the guy named Arkin? Lived outside of town, kept to himself.
Oh, yes. Yes, down. Follow that road straight out of town. It's the biggest house on the side, outside of town, you'll see.
Did you ever interact with him much? Or did he pretty much keep to himself?
He was not a holy man.
I hear that.
Do you know what happened to him?
He's not here anymore. I know that. But the details, perhaps his housekeeper who kept his place in order might know more.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
Good luck in your quest.
I take a moment to do a prayer
Yeah.
and then go on my way.
Okay.
I look into the well.
It looks cold and wet.
So inviting.
Oh, the well is home. Okay.
All right. Well, do we want to head to his house or do we want to head to the city?
I wonder if we should talk to his housekeeper.
Yeah.
I'm thinking she's out there right now.
Yeah. Well, we can at least see if she's out there, tending to it.
Yeah, it's about noonish now.
Yeah.
Midday.
I stop by the inn and grab up Melisana if she's there.
She's been following you guys and
Okay.
avoiding Yurik and making disgusting expressions on her face every time her glance passes by him.
For now. She knows it's only a matter of time.
All right, where to?
Okay, 30 seconds. I'll be back. Go ahead and continue.
Yeah, let's head out towards the his house then.
Okay, so you guys got all the gear you wanted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing extraordinary, it sounds like. Just basically like what, camping gear, dungeoneering gear, that kind of stuff, like weapons, like staffs. I mean, what'd you guys get?
I got flasks of oil, rations, butter skins, rope, lantern,
Okay.
2 pints of ale,
Candles,
small sack.
backpack, 2 weeks of rations, the hardtack kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Water skin,
I only did 7 days.
boots. Oh, I needed a pinch of sand, some rose petals, and 5 crickets in a box.
perhaps at your uncle's house.
Tinder box, riding boots, belt,
A cloak, a staff, there's a walking staff.
a small silver mirror.
I had that +2 dagger, so I'm good on weapons.
Yeah. Okay.
And I have that wand of magic detection still.
Yes, you do. Yeah. Yep. That is awesome.
No charges? That's crazy. That's a crazy item.
It is totally. I was actually thinking about that today. I was just like,
That's
God dang, that is a crazy magic item that you guys got. Yeah. All right.
Basically an artifact that can protect any magic forever.
All right. So as you're heading down out of this port town, and you reach the edge of the city, sure enough, I mean, you can see what is, the equivalent to this place, a mansion, right? Comparatively. And so it's pretty easy to spot that house. Melisana's like, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Okay, let's head up to it. Does it look like there's anyone home? Any lights on?
Well, it's midday, so they're not going to be lighting candelabras so much during midday. But yeah, so there's a big door. Some steps lead up to a big door, big red door.
Let's go knock on it, huh?
Okay, so you knock.
Yeah.
So you knock on the red door.
Mhm.
After a few moments, you can hear some commotion from behind the door, and the door opens, and there's a woman standing there, a human, female, late 60s. She says, she opens the door. Arkan residence, lady of the house speaking.
That would help. I can't go. Hi, I'm actually an Arkan. My uncle Arkan I've come to see. We've traveled really far, and wondering if he was home.
She looks at you for a minute, and I'm sorry, I don't have any time for any tricks or any nonsense. I mean, this household has been under a lot of stress over the last several days, so you can just run along and play your tricks on some other people in town. There's certainly no shortage of them.
Do you have anything you have that could prove you're his nephew?
Anything would have been taken away.
Just the letters from the mansion.
Yeah, just the letters. I'll show her the letters. Uncle Arkan, wrote to me in school. He was a big influence in my life.
Wait.
You don't have those. The letters that the Pirate King have.
What is that?
Oh my God. Sorry, that was really, really funny. Yes, no, you don't have the letters from when you were in college anymore, no. But you do have the letters that you found in the mansion.
So Uncle Arkan never talked about his
she says, what?
Eric?
What?
Never?
What is your name, young man?
Eric. Azarias.
Oh, as she clutches her chest. Of course, Eric. You haven't changed. You come in. All of you come in. Oh my hearts and all my stars. Come in. And she opens the door and ushers you all into the house. Please go. Oh my gosh. And she gives you a big hug. She gives Yurik a big hug. This big portly woman squeezing this half elf. She says, go make yourselves at home. Go The study is right around the corner. Go sit down. I will be right in. Oh, you probably have no idea. I have so much to tell you. And gestures you towards the study.
Let's go sit down.
All right, so you go to the study. It's a very nice study. Comfortable furniture. There's a fireplace. There's a little fire going. And then not right above the fireplace, but near the fireplace on the wall is a painting of Yurik wearing his graduation robes.
Nice. I look just like him, right?
Well,
14 charisma.
yes, surprisingly, I know this is really hard to believe, but you look exactly like him.
I asked Melisandre, isn't that a picture over there?
She rolls her eyes and then just plops down into one of the love seats and crosses her legs. And so the woman comes back in and she says, oh, Master Arkin used to speak so fondly about his nephew. You, Yurik, I can't believe I finally get to meet you. She says, here, have some tea. And she hands everybody a cup of tea.
Sweet.
I hold off drinking it.
Okay.
Just hold it.
I'll drink it.
It tastes good. It's kind of a lavender tea.
I drink it.
Yeah, it's warm and tasty. She says, oh my gosh, what? And then she sits down and she says, so much has happened, and I'm so glad that you're here. I never thought I would see the day.
Well, we've had quite an adventure getting here, that is for sure. But we've heard that Uncle Arkin is missing.
Oh, I guess you could say that. Oh, missing indeed.
What happened?
So you really don't know? You haven't heard anything about your uncle?
We just got into town this morning from, we've had quite an adventure coming together, my partners and I. Survived getting kidnapped and thought that Uncle Arkin could provide us some respite from our journeys and maybe some help.
Yes. Yes, I could see why you would think that. Yes, and under normal circumstances, certainly that would be the case. But unfortunately, there have been very, very bad tidings.
Oh no, what's happened?
Well, what happened was a mere 10 days ago, sackers sent from the Council of Sorcerers of the High King took him away. Said he was practicing the dark arts. Such rubbish. I've known the man for decades. They say that he went mad, and I say it was nothing of the sort. I mean, he certainly enjoyed his pipe weed and the occasional fungus tea, but he certainly wasn't mad. I'll tell you that. He was
pipe weed around?
Well, absolutely, he loved the stuff. But I'll tell you, I'm sure that he would love for Yurik and his companions to have some of his favorite pipe weed. Yes.
But why would they take him?
Well, I like I said, I don't know. It was all a bunch of rubbish. The sorcerers from the High King, right? The Council of Sorcerers, they come in here and they accused him of practicing dark arts. I tell you, he's the kindest gentleman I've ever known. I mean, look, he saved you, didn't he? Not many people would have done the same. I'll tell you that.
What kind of dark arts was he accused of practicing?
They said that he had gone mad, and he was practicing the dark arts. That's really all I know. That's really all they said, at least to me.
Magic, or
Do you know where they would have taken him, or what they would have done with him?
My guess would be some sort of an asylum. My guess would be prison. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Maybe they took him to the council of sorcerers to face trial. Who knows? I wish I knew. They don't tell me anything. I keep this house clean. I keep it spotless. I keep the pipe weed here. I keep the tea flowing.
Do you think?
Do they tell me nothing? Like I'm invisible?
Does he have a study that maybe we can get some clues of why they would take him?
You were sitting in the study, young Uric.
hitting the pipe weed already?
Did he make any enemies in the council?
Well, when you're a
I start
master
poking through
magic
his,
user.
desk.
What's that?
I start poking through his desk while they're talking.
Sure. Yeah. Start poking through the desk. You see some, paperwork, some letters, and some things you can't read at all. I mean, you try to read it, and it immediately, as you look at it and you think you can read it, it just immediately vanishes from your head. You're just like, that was trippy.
Yeah, specifically looking for the letters, like letters from the Pirate King, like return correspondence.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
I'm just going to sit on the love seat and smoke pipe weed.
Get in here, priest.
Yeah.
I just need to
And so the woman is looking at Yorick. So tell me, Yorick, how was university?
University was great. You obviously saw when I graduated up there. But since then, we've had a bit rough time. I was captured by slavers.
Oh,
Yeah.
my.
We crashed on an island that was self-destructing.
Uh,
Like Gaia. What was your
My
name?
word. I suppose you used your mastery of magic in order to escape.
It did come in handy, and I've come to. I'm also hoping Uncle Arkin had my backup spell book.
We had a pet orc for a while because of it.
Oh, an orc indeed. My.
Uncle Arkin was always, practicing the good arts of love, and I was surprised that they would accuse him of sorcery.
No more so than I. I mean, I did live with the man for 40 years.
Do you think there was any truth to what they were talking about? Maybe he opened a portal.
I know nothing of anything like that. I saw nothing but goodness and kindness. And I mean, he was very, very, astute and very studious, much like yourself, young Uric.
Would you allow me to look through his desk?
Yeah, it looks like your friend's already beaten you to it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I dropped something.
This isn't the bathroom.
So yeah, I'm gonna look through to see if I can find my backup spell book. Wait,
You go where?
his desk. I'm gonna look through his desk.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like books in a study.
Okay. Looking at his desk, there are some correspondence. You can't find any correspondence there that that is to the Pirate King or anything like that. But you do find a scroll of read magic.
Okay, I'll take that. And I said, "Be sure." I think Uncle Arkin would like me to have this, and I'm wondering if there's some.
Oh, absolutely, she says. I don't think he would have paid as much money for you to go to school to learn the arts if he didn't want you to have such things. So absolutely, if you can find anything here. In fact, I insist that you stay here in the house. There's plenty of room here in the house for you and all of your friends. And I insist that you stay here. You stay here with me and absolutely take free reign of the entire house.
Okay, well, I'll sweep the room with my wand of magic detection.
All right, so you sweep the room. The scroll that was in your hand, glows when it's hovering over the top of that one. Beyond that, it does not light up in the study. Melisana gets up and she's kind of looking through some books and pulling books off the shelf and flipping through them, putting them back, that kind of thing. And she says, "Would you like not Melisana, but the housekeeper says, can I get you some more tea? Would you like some cakes, some cookies, perhaps?"
I'm pretty stuffed, but I'm interested in the pipeweed.
I'd like some cookies.
Absolutely. And so she leaves. And Melisana looks over at Uric. "Oh yeah, really, really high class elf over there. I don't even think you asked this woman that adores you what her name is."
And she's the housekeeper. That's her name. She didn't introduce herself.
She's like, "Oh, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Uric. It's not like this is her house or anything. It's not like she lives here or something. It's not like we intruded."
Well, we were invited in.
Yeah. She knew me more than I knew her, so I must have been a little kid last time she saw me, huh? How old is she anyway?
She appears to be in her late 60s.
Okay. Should we look for any kind of secret rooms in here? There's got to be something up.
Yeah, you can try to make some
have,
searches for some secret rooms.
Secret rooms. One, my elf ability.
You don't find any.
3 and 6, okay.
So the housekeeper comes back. She says, and she's got a plate full of cookies, and then she has this little tray of what looks like tobacco.
Yeah,
and she sets it out onto
it.
it.
I'm sorry I was so rude, but what's your name again, and how did you know my uncle?
Oh my gosh. I am Miss Dahlia. And I have known your uncle for 40 odd years. I knew I know much.
Letters to me in the past.
What?
Oh, Jeremy, did he mention her in letters to me in college and stuff about her?
No, he probably sent you 4 or 5 letters total the whole time you were studying magic in Flamstead.
Okay. So
you might want to ask her about that. He loved you so much and paid for it and everything, but hardly was ever in contact. When was that?
I asked that.
Well, he said.
So he never mentioned you in correspondence. What? That seems odd.
Well, I don't know why he would. I mean, the correspondence, was between you and him. He wanted to make sure, I suppose, that you were doing well. I mean, I never read the letters, so I don't know what he wrote to you, but I would imagine that he, after paying all the money for you to go to school, that he'd want to make sure that you were learning something from. I mean, he'd always suspected that someone in the family would be gifted in the arts, much like himself, and that it would be most likely you, given your heritage, especially, and my goodness, there had to have been at least some guilt involved as well, I'm sure. But his heart was in a good spot.
Would you mind if we check the rest of
Guilt
the house?
over what?
Well, the guilt over, well, because Uric is half elven, and
Oh.
Arkin's brother. You know, what happened with young Uric's parents? Don't you know what happened with young Uric's parents?
I don't
No,
know.
he's a private person, so that's okay.
Oh,
The men who took Arkin, do you know if there was any contact he had with them before? Had they been by before, or was there any correspondence with them? Anything
No,
like
they-
that?
no,
that hinted?
they never had. They had never come. You don't think this had anything to do with Arkin's brother, do you? No, that doesn't make any sense at all. Can't imagine.
Where's his brother now, or what's happened to him, to Arkin's brother?
Well, you mean you don't know?
or other uncle.
What? You don't? Oh, I had always assumed that he would have said something in the letters. Well, Master Arkin's brother, Dworkin, rest his soul, fell madly in love with an elven princess. And after you, Uric, after you were born, her royal family was furious. They had your father executed. And then they had you sent to the orphanage in Sunderstad on the Isle of Alaron. And it took Master Arkin 20 years to find you. He was the one that arranged to have the monks transfer you to Flamstead.
I think he's written to me about this book. Or am I finding out this is the first time?
This is the first time.
I'm like, what? I'm so vulnerable now, Melisandre. Look how vulnerable I am.
Yeah, so
So
vulnerable.
vulnerable. Sensitive. I'm blown away. My father was murdered? By
Well,
my mother?
the elves called it execution, but certainly some considered it murder, but they have their ways, and just like we have ours.
Poor Romeo. Oh, wait, I mean Dworkin.
Wait.
Oh, now the
So
elven
royalty?
princess, she didn't kill herself. I never said anything of
What
thing
was
like
her
that.
princess
What, was she a high elf?
name?
Well, all of the elves in Moonshay are of their own elvish stock, shall we say?
Yeah, there's a specific kind of elf that lives here.
Yeah, there's one enclave of elves, and they're not
the
violent
lower.
to humans, but they stay amongst themselves. There's
they're-
no intermingling.
They call themselves the Lawir,
Yeah, that's right.
which are technically pretty much high elves.
Ooh.
Woody high elves. High elves, that for sure.
What's that?
You know, usually a lot of the magic users, the upper end, like the social council, high elves. Just wondering if maybe they're behind your uncle's capture. If they discover that he had freed you, and they made up of the whole thing about him practicing necromancy.
Dude, you never mentioned you're being hunted. I don't know if I want in on this now.
I didn't know I was being hunted, and I wasn't hunted.
Well, who said you were hunted? No, you're safe here. You are in your uncle's home, and it's just too bad that he's not here to actually see you sitting in his study, rummaging through his desk.
Well, do you think we could search his house for more clues?
She already said yes.
Okay, so
You should stay here and eat some cookies.
I eat a damn cookie.
stuffed.
Okay, I'm eating cookie.
All right, it tastes good. Yeah, it's very good. Just like the tea was good, the cookie's good. Melisana eats a cookie as well. She puts down her empty cup of tea. Oh, sweetie, let me give you some more. And she pours some more into her cup and she drinks. She says, thank you very much. And she's very, very formal about it. And
I look at her hands.
whose hands?
The housekeeper. Do they look like hands of a housekeeper?
Her name is Miss Dahlia, and you better remember it because. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, Miss Dahlia. Her hands look rough and like she's been a washerwoman.
Yeah, she looks like she's a housekeeper. She's in her late 60s. It's medieval times. Yeah, she's got some pretty rough hands.
60. Actually dead by then in medieval times. Old, ancient. I lost her. Well, let's stay here tonight, guys. In my house, my crib, yo.
She says, well, I don't. We never had a crib for you, Yurik. You were in an orphanage, but we have some beds here that each of you can all use, and I will make us a grand dinner tonight. But I'm just thrilled. And then she gives you another big hug. She says, feel free to explore the home.
Time to run around your house with your wand in your hand.
Yeah, pretty.
Miss Dahlia, do you know this island very well? Are there any other settlements on it?
Oh, this is the main one. I mean, there's some people that have homes all around, the Isle of Dennick.
Okay.
I don't know if
when
you
these
necessarily.
men took Arkin, did they leave in a boat then?
I suppose they would have. I didn't follow them. I was quite upset. I was quite upset when they took him away and they made those accusations, and those men were standing there in their robes looking all fancy from the city and making those horrible, horrible accusations. And I did not compose myself very well, I must admit.
Well, thanks, Miss Dahlia.
Do you know where the okay, yep.
I wonder if they dropped anything outside. We can check some point.
I wonder if there's some closer city or something they might have taken him to. I don't know.
Well, I think I'm gonna search his bedroom first here.
Yeah, see if we can find some clues or something. I mean, she's pretty straight up. No Sinister.
Concealed and hidden. I have a 3 in 6 chance.
Okay. So you're checking out his bedroom. There's some fancy robes in here, and lots of non-magical items. And in his room, his bed is made. Everything's put away. Clothes that you would expect.
I wonder if he has some lab or somewhere where he practices magic, or the arts, I guess they're called.
Yeah. Does he have a shop out back, or is it all?
You do not see a shop out back, no.
Yeah, let's go look for a basement.
Okay, so you start wandering around. As it starts to get, after a few hours, Miss Dahlia comes back saying, she's got food for you guys, and of course she makes this great, dinner, and it's like the best meal you guys have had in feels like months. It's been days. And then she shows you to, after you guys eat a bunch of food, she shows you guys to the rooms where you'll be staying and points all of that out for you.
I kind of want to head back to the inn and just kind of check on Scory and our things and business and whatnot. I'd rather stay at the inn than here. So you're having a little conversation maybe with Yurik about, hey, I think maybe somebody should go and do this. Yeah, totally.
And so while you guys are having that, while you're having that conversation, Melisana says, I think I just found the library, and she's over in this another room off of the hallway from the bedrooms, and she's pulling books off of the shelves, skipping through them. I think I found the library in here.
Cool.
I wander over to the library.
Yeah.
She tosses Yurik a book.
What's this? I read it.
Open it.
Open.
She rolls her eyes and shakes her head again. Spell book.
It's my old spell book?
It's a spell book.
Damn it. Okay, I look at it.
What's
I
that?
Open it.
Yes, there's spells in there.
Yay, spells.
Yes,
What
spells.
It's all cantrips.
Oh, that would be terrible. That would be terrible. So let me.
Or do I have to cast a read magic on it?
Let me tell you what. Well, it's not a matter of casting read magic, but you do need to roll to see if you understand the spell. So open up my player's handbook here. And so let's see here. What is your intelligence, Yurik?
17.
All right. 17. You have a 75% chance to know any spell. So, get your dice ready.
Okay. Roll.
And so, let me get to my notes over here. And go ahead and roll.
Let's see, that's, would that be 12?
You got 12%? Good. Burning hands.
Woo.
Roll again.
Uh, 67.
Charm person. Roll again.
75.
Wow. Featherfall. Roll again.
Dang. 31.
Identify. Roll again.
78.
Ooh, don't know that one. Next one.
But
Roll
There's
once.
a blank one in there.
What's that?
I can try to learn it next level, I think.
Yeah. And roll again.
That's probably magic missile.
65.
Magic missile. So what level are you? Can you see second level spells?
I am third level, so I can learn second level spells.
All right, roll again.
90.
Not that one. Wow, the irony. Okay, roll again.
That was probably charm person.
47.
Invisibility.
Oh,
Was that charm person, Cliff?
No, it was.
I already got charm person.
He failed light, and then he failed continual light. So that's why I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Light, continual light, and
Yeah.
I can see in the dark.
Okay, roll again.
79.
Oh, brutal. Roll again.
40.
Mirror image. And roll once more.
96.
Ah, brutal. All right,
Oh well.
there you go. There's your spell book.
So I got 3 blank spells in there. I can try learning when I
Yep.
get another level.
And the and then let's see. Oh, let me open up my notebook here.
I'm going to peruse through the library, see if there's anything that interests me.
Yep. Roll intelligence.
Oh, shit. What is my intelligence?
Might have some pre-scrolls or something in there.
My intelligence is 7. I rolled a 19. I failed.
Okay, so you're just staring blankly at the wall of
I'll
books.
browse around.
And I'll keep browsing as
I
well.
do have a read language of 20 now, and I have intelligence of 13.
All right. So
I mean, I
roll,
can't find
roll
anything
intelligence.
magical, but maybe helpful.
Yeah. Roll,
I'm
roll
going to push on
intelligence.
some of the shelves and see if they move.
So Weasel, roll intelligence. No.
Nope, failed by 3.
Okay.
I'm going to peruse around as well, using my wand to see if there's any magical items as well.
Roll intelligence.
16. I made it by 1.
There's a book.
We're still
There's a
tired.
book that you
Cliff,
see.
give us a
With,
break.
what's that?
We're still tired from our journeys. Give us a break.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. All right. You find one. There's one book that has on the spine. It's written in Elvish.
I do read Elvish.
It says, "This is not a book."
I go,
It's
hey,
a port
Weasel,
key.
hey Weasel, this says this is not a book. Maybe you want to check out traps on this.
Okay, sure. I will find remove trap, 35%.
I stand alert.
Okay. You detect no traps.
No, looks clean, boss.
I'll pull on it.
So you grab the book and you try to pull the book out of the bookcase, but the book itself is actually just a painted piece of wood, painted to look like a book. And as you pull it, it's a lever. And as soon as you pull that lever, the bookcase slides to the left.
Ooh.
What's the song from Zelda?
I don't know. I didn't play a lot of Zelda.
Ding, 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 ding.
Is there light? Is it dark down there?
It is dark in there.
Okay, I can see in the dark, so
I cannot.
I shall.
I'm going to light up a lantern.
Melisana looks at you and she says, "Ugh, put that lantern away." She
I
moves
put the
her
lantern
hands
away.
and a ball of light appears over her head.
Wow. God. You guys can't see in the dark?
Melisandre, you've always been so illuminating.
She says, "You have no idea."
It's like two hams fighting in film.
All right, so you look inside. She walks in, and it opens up into a cavern.
A cavern?
Indeed. There are stairs going down into a cavern.
I bet there's clues down.
Let's head on down.
All right. So, you guys should have control for your guys there. So I'm just going to start revealing some of the areas as you're walking down. Let's see if I want to see if actually Melisana will light up some of these spaces as she's walking.
What's our hit points on the left?
Yeah, on the left, Cliff, I adjusted mine and my health bar went crazy. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Oh. Let's see.
Yeah, I think I might be locked.
There we go.
Yarrick, you walked off the map. Thank you.
What are you doing? You can't walk through walls, not yet anyway. All right.
This is my health. What's your health?
There we go.
That's pretty well.
You have 31 hit points?
Yeah.
How do you get... Wow.
My constitution I roll.
Like, you're a tank.
Are you
though.
4th level?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm only...
Okay.
All right. You can definitely feel yourselves moving down, right, as you go through that first corridor of like you're going down underground, down underground.
Okay.
No, why you like that? Oh, that's the reason. Oh, you're up here.
Thad, what's your armor class now?
It is 4.
Oh,
You're the tank, big boy. You go get it in front.
Says, I think that's a marvelous idea.
this is your THACO?
My THACO's 18.
The green is THACO, right?
Yes.
Okay. Down to the right here?
Yep. How far does the lady's light spell illuminate? How far out?
About 10 or 15 feet out.
Oh, okay.
So only one of these. Are these blocks 10 feet?
5.
I can't tell with like how many turns we got here. Where's the paths?
I don't know. We're only seeing some darkness here.
Yep.
I wonder if we get a wall.
Yeah, I'm just watching. Some of you guys are going in different directions, so I'm just waiting to see which way you guys are going. Is all.
Oh, we're going, yeah.
Yeah. So you're going down.
Do we want to check out that other spot? Are we okay?
There's
Yeah.
a web over there.
There was a very, very thick spider web on that down that corridor.
We don't need to go there.
Okay.
How come nothing's lighting up over here?
Because you're moving faster than I am.
Oh,
Can I
okay.
move my guy? Ooh,
What is that? That's an egg. What is that?
Oh, see there you can see Melisana's circle of light, I guess, as she's moving around now that the area is big enough. See that?
egg?
I don't know what that is.
That is a mushroom.
Oh.
You are down in a cavernous layer, and in here is a. I'll read the description to you here.
Oh, well.
It is, well, kind of. All right, so
You know the drill.
the
Fountains are different.
in here, you see there's some cobwebs inside of this. What looks like it would be a well, but it's dry at the moment, and
Dry or wet,
so
it makes no difference.
Thad, make a wisdom check.
Oh, perfect. I made it by 10.
Wow. All right. You instantly recognize this from your education, that this is a ceremonial washing basin.
Oh.
Weird.
But from my education, what was that used for?
Because you got such an excellent roll, you recognize this from sketches you've seen of washing basins used in sacrificial rituals.
Holy shit.
No. Uncle Arkin.
Okay, that's not good, Yorick. That's not good, man.
I mean, I can't control where you come from, you know.
He
No,
didn't try to bring
Father,
father back to life or something, did he?
Maybe.
Oh. Maybe he was doing some necromancy.
Okay, well, this is just the first room. Let's not jump to too big of conclusions. Let's keep
What else
checking
is
this
in
out here.
What's on the left here? Like up here.
Some broken pottery,
Is there anything in the fountain?
cobwebs,
Is the fountain full or empty?
empty, full of cobwebs.
Okay.
Anything more in this room? Or watch, I'm going to detect magic
Mushroom.
on the fountain.
Does not light up.
And mushroom.
Does not light up.
And the
Oh
pot.
my god.
Yeah, nothing's lighting up in this room. Nothing makes
Magic mushroom.
nothing excites your rod in this room.
And these,
Except Melisandre.
I'm just a player looking for love.
Yeah. All right.
Back to the left, the cobwebs.
Very, very thick cobwebs. Very, very thick. You can't even see through it.
Someone with something edge should probably cut at that.
I say burn it or leave it.
I have to learn my spell. I don't have any spells memorized. Or do we have a torch?
I have flint and steel. I can
I have
spark
torch.
something.
I have flasks of oil.
Oh, great. Yeah. So let's get a bunch of fire down here in a cavern where there's very little air. I'm sure that we're not going to die.
Nah.
We're just brainstorming here.
Just thinking we haven't.
Don't slow the train down.
The train to Crazy Town.
So this is blocking our way. There's no other way, or like we can go back. Should we go back to the right?
No, we can keep going down. Yeah, we can keep going down.
Or is there a way beyond these?
Well, we haven't tried.
Oh, well.
I mean, they can be chopped down.
Should we chop them down here?
I
Yeah.
just don't have edged weapons.
I have my +2 dagger. I take it out and start cutting the
You are a freak, dude.
All right, you pull out your +2 dagger and you start hacking away at cobwebs that quickly start entangling your dagger in your hand. It's very, very, very thick.
Well, then I guess I'll have to stop if it's entangling. I don't get very far, I'm assuming?
No.
Okay. Well, I pull my dagger out of the cobwebs and wipe them off.
Okay.
So that motion and moving around in there, that didn't like start anything.
No.
Nothing's moving or rustling.
No, although Urick's hand is now covered in cobwebs.
I'm going to go grab a broken pot, and I'm going to walk over to the cobwebs, and I throw the pot at them.
Okay, it sticks in the cobweb.
Those are some strong cobwebs.
I shake the cobweb off my hand. Or is there no... Or
Yeah, it takes a
water on
little bit to... It's pretty sticky, and you eventually get it all off.
Wow, it's a nasty spider. Some crazy spider.
Yeah, I mean, how badly you guys want to look back there? Because, I mean, I'm sure I could sit here and cut through it. I do have a sword, but it might take a while, and it might be messy, and I'm
Well,
just making yourself
let's
back.
go down there first, and then
Yeah,
go on down.
come back. It's not going anywhere.
Well, it's right here.
I think that's...
I know, I'm torn.
What's on this black spot I'm standing on?
You know, that's a wall of solid rock. So you're going to stay over here.
These
Whoa!
it's a computer.
Your world scares me.
All right.
Well, you two make the decision. Are we going to cut through it or not?
Well, let's go down. We
Well,
can
I'm
just
over here.
keep exploring down the other way. We'll cut through on our way back.
Okay. So, exploring down further.
I got it.
We walk down.
I mean, you can move on. Just keep up with you guys. Jeremy.
I can't move.
Yeah.
Oh, that must be a wall. Running in a wall.
It opens up into a larger chamber, more
Oh,
fungus
mushroom.
and stuff growing around. You've got a couple chambers down to the south, another chamber off to the west. All right, so that is heading over to the west.
Just don't want to get stuck back there with the giant spiders attack.
Oh, what are those? Hopefully those are puff shrooms.
Oh, hang on 1 second. Let me get back to objects.
I think these corridors attached with these webs.
There's more webs.
All right, so in this room,
Is there a sword? What is that?
yes, there is a sword lying on the ground. So there's in the floor, in the middle of a patch of mushrooms there.
Oh,
And then there's more giant spider webs off to the side.
Giant spider webs, huh? Is that the kind of monster we would be facing?
Well, it's just like the giant spider web you saw up above.
No.
it has a pot in it.
I'm going to detect magic on the sword.
It does not excite your rod.
I do not trust those shrooms.
Should we throw? Go get some pottery and throw?
Yes.
Is that what we want to do, Hans?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Weasel.
I've lost control of my body.
That's going to get some more pottery. Throw it from a distance. Throw it at the shrooms.
Yeah, I throw pottery at those mushrooms.
All right. You throw some broken pottery at the mushrooms. You now have some smashed mushrooms. And more
Okay.
broken pottery. Is it?
Those would have sauteed really nice.
They still can. I just want to make sure they weren't going to puff us.
I wouldn't eat anything down here. Should we move the sword?
Not even Ilisana.
I'm going to look at the sword.
It is a short sword.
Non-magical short sword.
Correct.
Is it in good quality or is it?
Yeah, it's
rusted?
decent quality. It is not rusted.
Weasel, do you want a short sword?
It's a short sword, huh? Well, I'll carry it. I'm not going to use it right away, but I'll take it. If you hand it to me, I'm not going to go get it.
I'm not touching that sword. I don't have anything for it.
Melisana picks it up and hands it to you. Cowards.
What a brave woman. Me too.
I'm just lazy, if you hadn't noticed.
Is that just more webs over here?
Correct.
So eventually we'll have to cut through. Let's go down to the right here first.
Hey, where's everybody go?
Well, are these webs just as thick on both of these corridors
Yep.
as the one above? Okay. Just kind of poke anything rustle behind there.
Nope.
Okay. Well, we can come back to it. I'm glad we didn't set that one on fire. That would have been really bad.
All right, which way?
I think center is where that's going.
Okay. All right. All right. So you come into another little chamber within this cavern, and you've got a couple of different paths there. You can keep going south, you can go to the west, you can go to the east.
Ooh.
We're going to run into this weird fungi like creature people, and we're gonna find the Necronomicon at the end of this. I'm telling you.
The Necronomicon.
No, real quick, everyone, just kind of be still. I'm gonna hear noise while we're in this big corridor. It is 15%, but it's worth a try, I guess.
I gotta look up what alert message does. Okay.
You're gonna hear noise.
I have the. You want?
You hear Urik's heavy breathing.
Damn it, Eric. Stop looking at Melisandre.
Is it on her neck? Anyway. Creeping on her.
All right. Well, where you guys want to go? You want to keep probing the west here, head to the southwest?
Well, if this is branching off, I'm wondering what that eastern tunnel just above us went.
Go back a little bit. This way?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Just wondering if that like comes to an end and then head down. But whoa, what's going on?
You take a look down that hallway.
Alertness.
Okay. Well, that answers that.
Oh.
All right.
Do we keep going down the right here? Or is this a wall? Oh. Damn. This place keeps growing.
I say the left first, but I leave it to you guys.
Yeah, I would be down for the left.
Okay.
Okay.
How do you make it ping again?
You just,
Hold the button down.
yeah.
Oh.
All right, so that way, huh? Okay. Oops.
This D20 is pretty cool.
Roll20. Oh, this D20?
No, I thought it was called
You
Roll20.
use these forever, and I hate them. So I can perceive crap.
Your eyes just haven't attuned to them. Right now, that's a 15.
Look. Thank you.
I actually have a harder time than yours.
One. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, what's
Uh-oh.
this? Something's coming up.
I turn undead.
All right, let's see what we got.
Do I sense signs of disturbance? I have alertness. Oh.
To the south of you, you see obviously a rug going into this little area to the south.
Does it have any designs that are recognizable? Necromantic or something from my study?
Ooh.
It's a decorative rug.
I'll detect
Look,
that.
look, the rest is revealed. It's a little secret office. I knew it. A secret lab.
Yeah. So
Dude, this dude is so dark. Yarick, remember what I told you.
this area appears to be a workshop. Oops. So this area appears to be a workshop. And so you have a bookshelf, and you've got a workbench.
Ooh.
You've got a nice rug.
I'll detect magic. Pull my rod out.
All right. Your rod lights up over the workbench.
The whole bench, or is there like a?
Well, from the hallway, as you point it towards the workbench is where it lights up. All right, so you check out the workbench. So lying on the workbench, you find a bunch of notes. They are notes on various mushrooms as well as magic texts relating to plants.
Oh,
The workbench is also littered with vials and other alchemy type equipment and ingredients.
Ooh.
Some of the vials are what is lighting up when you're holding your rod of detection over it.
Oh, what color are they?
Well, there's 3 of them, and they're purple.
Purple. Oh no.
There's also a very, very fancy golden key with gems set into the head of it.
Wow. And is that glowing?
No.
I pointed over to the weasel. Look, we found a key. Fancy.
Very interesting. Let me look at that.
I let him look at it.
I
It
roll up the
disappears in the folds of my shirt.
Oh, yay! That's my inheritance.
Very interesting. I need to study it.
Okay. Just you return it one day.
I'm not going anywhere.
What's under the rug?
Rock, clay, cave floor.
Investigate the bookshelf.
On the bookshelf, there are, let's see. On the bookshelf are books on botany and mycology. And make an intelligence roll.
Oh, I just made it. I rolled a 17. My intelligence is 17.
So there are books on botany and mycology, as well as some obscure necromantic titles on reanimation.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck me, you guys. I called it. I fucking called it.
I pocket the title on the end.
All right. Well, there are also some notes on the table.
Dude, you're just as dark as him. I knew it.
This is to prove his innocence. These were plants that I could tell. Let's look at the notes.
All right. Make an intelligence check.
2 out of 17.
Okay. So you spend a few moments kind of going through, shuffling through the papers, and by examining the notes, you're able to deduce the aim was to create sentient mushrooms.
Son of a bitch.
Sentient mushrooms? He was a mushroom lover. See, he wasn't evil.
He was a wacko.
No, that's not wackaboo. Hans. I bet you he made love to one. Hans. He was lonely. He wanted mushroom friends. We might have incoming, guys. So we should listen here. Like, is there like little tramping feet coming around?
You don't hear any tramping feet. You can hear your heart pounding in your chest. You're like, no, not Uncle Arkin, no. It's
He's
a
not
setup.
a mushroom lover. Well, I mean, I guess we got the proof that he was a little bit nutball, huh? Was there anything?
Those books might come in handy.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the books on necromantic text and.
Do you have a backpack or something to put them in, or what?
I do have a backpack that I purchased today.
Okay. So we'll say you can grab 4 books.
And there was ones on there was a necromantic text, right?
Yeah, necromancy, reanimation, botany, and mycology.
Those 4 sound perfect.
Okay.
The desk has already been gone through thoroughly, right?
Yeah, you did a hell of a job.
Should we break it just to make sure? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, you already used the wand on it. There were 3 potions that glowed.
Yeah, we have 3 purple potions. Do you want to hold on to those? I offered the weasel.
I can. I don't have to. Priest, no, Priest is the tank. They'll get broken. I can, or you can if you want. It doesn't matter. Melisana, you want to hold?
I'll hold on.
She says, "I'll hold them. I got a backpack. Give me those vials."
I'm already holding a lot of stuff, guys. I don't know if I can take any more.
I have a whole bunch of empty containers.
Well, we got evidence at least. I just wanted to gather evidence. Is there any like evidence on the floor of like mushroom people?
Well, what kind
No,
of
it looks like a cavern floor. And so now you've got.
Are there some regular vials that aren't magical on the workbench?
So you can go this way, or this way.
Should
Right.
we keep going?
Northwest. Let's just poke our head in there.
Tank.
All right.
Oh shit!
The fuck is this?
Those pitter patter feet you were waiting for.
Oh, there's a bigger mushroom.
Fucking mushroom.
Yeah.
Some magic gateway from some crystals.
Shit, I don't know if my sleep spell will
Yes.
Oh!
There are some moving mushrooms.
My God.
Roll initiative.
Oh fuck. Yeah. Oh shit. Here.
I got a 4.
I don't think. No, they're setting it. Sleep's gonna flip on them.
Only a 3 here.
Oh, why did I move Melisana up there? All right. Here we go.
Well, you're in control. Hop her back if you want. You were a little late with that move. Turn behind that.
She was behind me and she was hanging out next to
All
me.
right. This
We
guy's
were
going to go
flirting.
down here and attack Thad. So, AC 4 on Thad, is that right? Hit AC -1.
What? Fuck.
3 points of damage to Thad from that guy. This guy's going to come down here. This guy's going to come down here.
I wonder if these are considered humanoids.
Yeah.
They are?
Yep.
Right.
So, now that guy is going to attack Thad as well. And miss. And then the Hedgehog is going to attack Melisana. And that's a miss. And we'll leave it at that. And now it's your guys' turn. Melisana is getting the hell out of there.
Who's the brave one now?
What is the rate of fire on a short bow? Can I shoot it twice or once? I'm not sure.
Actually, she can't move that far because then you can't see into the cave. She's got to be there so you can even see the bad guys. All right. On a crossbow is 1.
No, a short bow. I can't use a crossbow.
Oh, the rate of fire is. What is the rate of fire? I want to say it's.
I know daggers are 2, but is there a bow 2?
I want to say it's 2. Let's look on my DM screen.
Awesome.
The saving throws, hurled weapons, fire rate for a short bow is 2. So you can fire 2 arrows with a short bow.
All right, here's the first arrow. 16. So that's AC 2. Because it's a 17, I get a +1.
Okay, that's a hit on which guy?
Oh, let's go with that guy.
Yep, that's still a hit. Roll damage.
Nice.
Boom.
All right, so 6.
Yep.
Bam.
All right, you lodge that arrow in him. Good.
Sucking shroom face.
And I'll shoot my second arrow at the same guy since he's still standing.
Okay.
Oh, that was almost a 20.
Oh man, that was so close. Yeah, 9. So AC 10.
Miss.
Okay, that's it for me.
Okay.
Who goes after?
It would be Scory, and then it would be, I think, Thad.
Yeah, that I went
So
after you.
Thad, and then Yurik, and then NPCs.
I cast hold person.
Okay.
Area effect is 1 to 3 creatures. Then it's humans and humanoids.
Okay.
And range is 6 inches.
6 feet.
Was it 2 apostrophe things or 1?
It has a 6 and 2 apostrophe thing.
Then it's 6 inches. But if I remember correctly, in first edition, when doing the range of effect, because it's not like 6 inches from your character,
Right.
it's the table. So that would be, because when you move, like a movement rate of 6 means 6 squares.
Yeah,
So your range is
that's
6 squares.
Oh, okay. Because the squares in the old school were an inch.
Yep.
And these are squares right here. Okay, that makes more sense. I was looking at the range and it didn't make a ton of sense.
Yeah. All right. So where are you? Who are you targeting? And then you're going for 3. So which 3 are you going after?
I'm targeting. God, there's the big shroom man with the arrow in him.
Yep.
I'm targeting the guy right below him.
Okay. So you're targeting this
It
guy.
would be that one, correct?
All right. Okay. So with hold person, does he get a save?
Yeah, a saving throw negates the effect.
All right. So let's go with the little shorty mushroom guy. Saving throw.
No, I'm going after 3.
Spell. And he failed. So he is held.
It lasts for 4 rounds plus 1 round to level. So it's going to last for 8 rounds.
Okay. He is held. The little net icon to show that he's held. Okay, next.
Well, no, there's 2 more.
These two,
Yeah, I'm targeting 3 of them.
Which is it like
okay.
a hit dice, or how does that work?
Well, no, if I go after fewer, then they get minuses to their saves.
Okay.
Okay.
So
One
target.
made his save,
Okay.
and the one on the bottom also made his save.
oh damn.
Okay, so only 1 got frozen.
Yep. Next.
Let's see.
Should have went at 2, so we have this one.
I'm gonna cast sleep on this guy in the back,
Okay.
and
He's already hurt.
I thought there were. Was there more guys? Okay, well, it's cast on him. Then it's 3 plus 1 per level diameter. So,
Oh, it's area effect. Yeah, okay.
but it affects, and then it affects. Let's see.
Just don't put me to sleep.
44. Oh, wait. Creature hit dice. Number affected by sleep. 1 + 1 to 2. Oh, how many creatures? I only see one creature there. I guess I can just focus on
There's
that one
4.
creature.
What do you mean there's 4 creatures that you can see?
Oh,
And you said the range is 3D plus 1 per level.
yeah.
So the diameter.
Creatures hit dice. Oh, here's it. Creatures hit dice. How many hit dice do they have?
I'm not going to tell you how many dice they have.
Okay. Well, it says the number affected by sleep spell is affected by their hit dice.
Okay.
Creature hit dice up to 1. There's a ton of them.
Yeah.
1 + 1 to 2, 2 to 8. 2 + 1 to 3, 1 to 4, and 3 + 1 to 4, 1 to 2.
Okay, so I get to roll to see how many you're going to affect.
Yeah.
Okay, you rolled a 1.
So affect 1.
Okay, and he gets a save versus spell,
That's correct. Yeah.
and he failed.
So he's asleep
Yep, he is asleep.
and can be slain automatically at the rate of 1 per melee round.
Okay.
And he is asleep for 5 rounds per level. So unless he's damaged, he's asleep for 15 rounds.
Conk's over. He's asleep.
All right. There we go. Look at magic going off here.
All right. And that's and then Melisana. She'll cast magic missile. How about that?
At the darts.
Yeah, I never understood on spellcasters until now.
Well, it's good.
She hits the big guy here with magic missile. Yep. And takes a bunch of damage,
Okay, that's spider.
but he's still standing.
So these might be my brothers or cousins.
All right,
Yeah,
initiative.
Family.
You guys are killing my life.
I rolled a 4. Initiative.
That's that.
Oh, and it's a D6.
Mhm.
I rolled a 6.
All right, go.
Okay, tank it up.
I'm gonna swing at that one that's not held. That's just immediately to my
What? The one that's asleep or what?
the one that's not sleeping. There's one that's held.
This
one
guy?
asleep, that one, yeah.
Got it. Okay, attack.
That's 4. Armor class 5.
Hit.
+1. +1. Are these small to man or large?
Man-sized.
So 4 1. I did 6 points of damage.
Okay. Heard him.
He's got a lot of hit points.
That's it for me.
See, I'm gonna throw a normal dagger at. Can I reach this guy in the back? That's 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, probably
25
this
feet.
guy.
With the dagger.
I'll just throw a dagger at this guy.
Probably long range.
Or because I can't. fit
Long
my
range is
attack.
3. So
What?
with a dagger, so that's beyond that. You can't throw a dagger that far.
Hey, this guy?
To that guy is 3. That's long range.
Oh, okay, well.
Oh no,
can
that's
I-
one. That's 2. So it's a medium range.
Oh, can I come up here and stab at him?
Well, yeah, yeah. You can run up there. No, not from that location. There's a wall.
Would I fit here with?
You'd have to go here.
I'm not going there. Well, I guess I'll throw a dagger at that guy. At medium range, is there a minus in medium range?
Yeah, with go ahead and roll. Tell me what armor class you hit.
As long as you look at armor class down.
I missed. Armor class 11.
Yeah, missed.
What was that?
I only brought 2 normal daggers, so I'm trying here.
You can retrieve it on the other side of that mushroom.
All right, so I'm going to shoot my bow first at the big guy in the back. Here's the first hit.
Oh,
That's a miss, so I'll shoot at him again.
we need our javelin of lightning.
No, not now.
Yeah.
It's a waste.
There
That's
you
at the
go.
boat.
No one brought it?
13 AC 6.
Hit.
Yeah, 3 points. Hopefully it's enough.
He goes down.
Nice.
First blood.
What mushroom do?
Okay. And Melisana is not going up there, so she's going to hold her action. All right. So now these guys attack. So first that guy. And that was a miss. That guy's held. That guy is held. That guy went down. This guy comes out.
Ah!
Surprise.
Yep.
Surprise! Surprise! Surprise!
Initiative.
Eric.
I rolled a 5.
6.
All right. Go for it.
I have one more sleep spell, so I'm going to try to sleep that guy.
Which guy?
The one that just popped out.
Him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guess we should have stopped to learn my spells.
I was going to say, do you want to use them all, really? Might want to reserve? I don't know.
We're going to be swamped here. Dad's going to be taking a world of hurt from 3.
2 of them are immobile. We got 2. One's hurt, and we're doing okay. I don't know. Just
Okay.
an idea. Just an idea.
Yeah, you're right. Let me just throw a dagger at the little short fatty.
Long range. Go for it. Oh, the shorter guy, so medium range.
Oh, that's a good roll.
That's a good roll. Let's see, that would be armor class 3.
Hit.
Come on, big money. 2 damage.
Okay.
Dunk. Dagger sticking out.
Sticking out of him. Yeah. Walking mushroom people. Weird looking eyes and slits for mouths.
What about cousin? Cousin!
No, no response.
Do they have, like, claws or teeth or anything, or are they just big blobs of fungus?
No, they're humanoid. And so, yeah, they've got what are in effect, hands, and they are striking and clubbing with their hands, punching at you.
Yeah.
I
Now,
wonder if these are people transformed.
well, he was animating, so I'm assuming.
Well, who's after Keith?
Oh, sorry. It's
Oh, me. Yeah, sorry. I am going to shoot the stumpy guy. Can I do that?
Yeah.
that guy.
Give him hell.
Go, Weasel. Nice.
There you go.
AC 2.
Hit.
Nice.
5 damage.
Oof.
I do miss rolling, but like physically rolling dice.
These hurt bad.
Is he like their leader? He's a tough son of a bitch.
No, they're probably all the same.
And another one. AC 5.
Hit.
Oh, you may put that one down.
3 points.
Dead.
Nice.
Good one.
I've gone through half my arrows.
You might be able to get some back.
Well, luckily they're stuck in something soft.
Hard to pull out your arrows.
I'm going to hit that guy that's in front of me. What is it?
What, this guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
AC 10.
Miss.
That's it.
Is that everybody except Melisana?
Yep.
She's going to swing at this guy with her dagger. Oof, she hit him. Oh. I'll take it. It's a 4.
Nice.
Stabs him. Bloody monsters. All right. My turn.
Yep.
This bloody monster's mad.
I'm bloody ducking.
All
Well,
right. Ah, I missed. All right.
What's the necklace?
And yeah. Guy's still asleep. That guy's still held. Initiative.
That's you, Weasel.
I rolled a 1. Just got to beat a 1.
Well, I think his dex will beat your 1.
Oh, look at that.
2.
Yeah. All right, you guys go first.
All right, I'm going to draw my sword and jump in.
Oh,
Okay.
Stab that guy in front of Thad.
Okay.
AC 8.
Miss.
But I looked good doing it.
damn it.
Yeah.
AC 10.
Miss. Yurik.
I'm going to draw my dagger. Can I enter any of these squares, or am I blocked?
Yeah, I mean it'll be tight. I mean they're 5 feet square blocks.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to jump next to Thad and stabby.
Okay.
Stab, stab.
This arm shoots out from below between my legs.
AC 17.
AC 17 is definitely a miss.
Are you sure it didn't hit me?
Hey, I'm not rolling a 1.
All right, Melisana's gonna strike with her dagger again. Holy crap! Yeah, she hit him. I love these dice. These dice are awesome. Holy crap! Just doing some damage to that guy
Oh, he's seven.
Nice. Way to go, Melisana.
with their dagger. All right.
Give him the what for.
All right, my turn. Going to attack
Hold on a second, I'll be right
Yurik. He just moved in there.
now.
And he hit, striking Yurik, AC 6.
That hits.
All right. And you are going to take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
From being clubbed.
Went for an easier target.
Yeah.
Initiative.
I got a 6.
You go. I got a 4.
There we go. Armor class 0.
Hit.
Oh, son of a bitch. 3 points of damage.
Okay. 3 points. Ugh. He takes it. Ugh. Next.
He better take it.
That's me. Sorry, I'm going to stab the guy who attacked me again. Ooh, AC 3.
That's a hit.
Hit.
The magical +2 dagger. 5 damage.
Dead.
You killed my grandpa or my uncle.
You're just gonna like shout random family member names. All right. And then Melisana is gonna move up here.
Oh, Weasel.
Okay. Oops. Where'd Melisana go?
She
Okay.
that dead one at the side.
Cliff, it won't let me grab me. I keep grabbing dead monster.
Oh, yeah. I know I ran into the same
There,
problem.
I fixed it, kind of.
Yeah. All right. So you climb on top of that giant mushroom and you see another
Yeah,
mushroom
that
person.
sounds cool.
Oh,
And I strike down at him.
There you go. Right on. I'll give you a +1.
Look at
AC 11, but I look good doing it.
Yeah. Miss. Yep.
woof.
All right. Melisana's going to move up in this direction and stab that guy who's sleeping. She's like, I have no honor. Fuck this guy. Starts stabbing.
Instant death.
Starts chopping him up.
This whole person the same way.
Just start grabs handful of his stuffing, pulling it out. So savage she's become.
You have no idea.
Savagely sexy.
Oh my god, Yurik!
I'm so turned on because of the
Oh,
butchering
this
of
is the
mushroom
part where
people.
She's annoyed at me until she falls in love with me.
All right. And now it's their turn. All right. So this mushroom guy is going to attack the weasel at a disadvantage because he's up higher. So we'll make that hit AC 5.
That is barely a hit. I'm AC 6.
All right. So he does 1 point of damage.
Haha, just a flesh wound.
Okay, I need my toes trimmed.
Initiative.
I think it's
I rolled a
Why don't
5.
you use that?
I got a 5.
because I rolled the last one, so it's keeps.
6.
You go.
Is the whole person, is that the instant slay as well?
Sure.
Like sleep?
Sure. Can't do anything. You can rip his guts out.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go stab him. Kill him.
Dead.
Yeah, I refuse to kill an immobilized being.
Why would you?
I'm too lazy.
I'm too
Weasel, it's
awful.
your turn. I'm practical.
I'm stuck behind a bunch of dead shrooms.
A pile of shrooms. Like a Game of Thrones episode.
There's a lot.
God, what's it with me in 7? AC 11, miss.
Miss.
I rolled 2 sevens also. Those are my AC 11.
Anyone else?
Thad, you need to go.
You want to climb over some piles of mushrooms to get at that other guy?
Yeah, so I can move to here.
1, 2.
Wait, what's my movement?
It doesn't matter. It's only 3. Or it's only 2.
Oh,
You
okay.
can go 1, 2 and attack.
1, 2. That is coming. Oh yeah, I
There you
hit -1 AC.
Hit. Roll some damage.
5 points.
All right. Smash.
What are you fighting with that?
It is a +1 mace. So it's a D6, 1d6 +1 +1.
Cool.
Because it does 2 to 7, and then it's a +1 magical bonus.
You guys just do 2 to 7?
Yeah.
I know, that's cool.
On small to man and large is just a D6.
Oh, that's right.
All right, Melisana, and then your turn.
Yep. So she's gonna pull out her lucky dagger here and miss, because I said lucky dagger. All right. So now his turn. He is going to attack Thad, and he hit AC -2.
That definitely hits.
For 4 points of damage.
Damn it.
Initiative.
Weasel.
I rolled a
Your
4.
Three.
All right. He's going to attack Thad again. God dang it. And he hits AC 0.
That's a hit.
4 points of damage.
What are you down to?
16.
He clubs you again on the shoulder. Bam! You're like, oh, fall into one knee. God dang. I mean, goddess dang.
Wait. 4. This is 4.
You're down to 20.
Your turn.
I strike out. Oh my god.
Brutal.
That was
It's a miss.
There you go, Hans. Oh, I thought it was 18.
AC 7.
Miss.
Dang.
Wow.
I shall also attack with a dagger.
Okay.
Let's see. AC 5. Oh, no, I say AC 3.
Hit.
Plus 2 dagger.
Awesome.
For 3 points of damage.
Okay. And Melisana will also strike it and misses. Initiative. I rolled a 3.
Thad.
6.
You go.
God, you guys are crazy.
Yeah, when I roll damage, I roll like 2.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, that would be a AC -2.
Hit.
God damn it! 3.
Okay.
I'm striking again.
Okay.
Plus 2. I missed.
I'm gonna roll a bit here, my guys.
It's okay. Your turn, Weasel.
God damn it. AC 12.
Miss.
Fucking mushroom is just holding on his feral mushroom, man. He's like,
He looks at you and he goes, it's pretty gross.
Just like that.
Yeah. And Melisana strikes out as it moans, and she hits. Is that AC 5? That's a hit. Oof. Yeah. She does 4 points of damage, and it is dead.
yay,
Killing
Bill
blow.
Sanders. NBC took care of these for us.
I'm gonna lay hands on myself.
Oh, look at that.
In the middle of battle, Hans? Really?
No, it's dead.
All of them are dead.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, you can pull your pants back up and stop laying hands on yourself.
I collect my arrows if I can. I shot 6 of them, and then I look over the bodies, just kind of look at them. What the hell are these things?
They are humanoid mushroom people.
Fuck. I'll recover my daggers as well. 2 regular daggers. And use my wand to see if they're, like, anything glows inside of them. Maybe they have parts or something.
No.
Gems.
So, yeah, as you kind of,
Crystal.
yeah, as you look through the crystal archway, it kind of leads into this very, very, very thick mushroom infested cavern
Oh,
that goes downward.
Ew. That's
Sure.
ew.
An opening, or does it keep going and going?
It keeps going and going. That's as far down as you can see, but it's just super thick with all kinds of mushrooms, and you'd have to hack your way down in order to go down any further.
I bet they have treasure.
Is the opening natural, or did someone like cut this open?
The opening appears natural.
Okay.
So if I swing my mace at Shroom, how much do they bust away?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, you could clear it. It would just take a little bit of time to, hack your way through to see what's on the other side of it. But at this point, I mean, I recommend taking a look at the whole map here because there are areas I haven't checked out.
So this goes away from the map.
It does go away from the map.
Okay.
And with that being said, it is almost 10, so I think we should wrap it up.
Oh,
Oh wow.
I know.
Okay.
I know. Time flies, right? It's like, holy crap, that was awesome. This had a lot more of the mix, I thought, of the role playing with the investigation with the battle, and yeah. But yeah, we've been going at this for almost 3 hours, so pretty cool.
There we go. Very cool.
All right. So that being said, I would recommend maybe camping out here and learning some spells until the next time we game.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, we'll take a little break. They can study spells and take
I can
watch.
cast
I'll
healing
have a nap.
during that time and heal everybody up.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
Until next month.
We shall explore my uncle's